In order to design a great whisk, we must start at the basics. So what is a whisk? A whisk is a kitchen utensil that's typically used to whip air into ingredients like eggs or cream, or to blend mixtures smooth. Whisks are typically made of two parts, a handle and a head. The handle is usually made out of some type of wood, metal, silicone, and the head is made out of a series of wire loops. How did the whisk we know come to be? It started in the 1600s when the Europeans discovered that a cluster of birch branches would work better to mix their food than a wooden spoon would. And then not until the 1840s did we get anything close to the whisks that we know today. They started out being wire with wooden handles, and we have two different types shown in the picture, a spring whisk and then a regular wire whisk. But these weren't super popular until 1963 when Julia Child had her cooking show and everyone was amazed by her balloon whisk. Moving on to the 21st century, here are some of the whisks that are on the market today. They mostly just differ in size and material. Next, I wanted to find out what kind of whisks are actually available out in stores, so I headed to Target and these are the only ones that I found. Next, in order to design a great whisk, we need to know how to use a whisk properly. So first, in order to whisk egg whites, you need to separate the yolk from the egg white, and then when you start whisking, you want to whisk in this circular back and forth kind of motion. This ensures the optimal amount of friction between all the particles. This allows lots of air to get in between all the particles, and this makes the fluffy egg whites. While I was practicing with the egg whites, I wanted to test if the size of the whisk made any difference, and this bigger whisk whisked the egg whites faster by 1 minute and 20 seconds than the smaller whisk that I used in this clip. So, how do you know what to look for when you're whipping egg whites? Lift your whisk straight out of the bowl and turn it over right side up, and then you can see what shape you get. So in this clip, you can see I have a curl on top of the whisk, which means you're at soft peaks, and then this one, it's standing straight up, so we are at stiff peaks. You may be wondering why egg whites are actually able to do this. It's actually because the proteins in the egg whites are actually stretched out and they form bonds with other molecules, so they're able to stick together to make the peaks. Turning back to the whisk itself, I am aiming to make a whisk that will work for adults aged 30 to 50 with a weak grip or hand weakness. The specific person that I'm designing this whisk for is actually my mom. Here's a little bit of information on why she needs a newly designed whisk.
I want you to explain why you have trouble using a whisk like an able-bodied person.
The short answer is due to spinal diseases and disorders. Over the years, I've developed some weakness in my hands and arms and numbness in my fingers. I have a very poor grip.
As you can see in these pictures, my mom is able to grip this whisk with a bigger, wider handle, and then this cheaper whisk that is thinner, she is not able to grasp all the way around it. As you can see, these problems with the grip could really affect the way someone uses a kitchen utensil, so I spoke with my mom about my ideas for a new whisk that would be able to hold her hand onto the whisk so she could use it. I'm looking forward to diving deeper into the inclusivity of people who cannot grip kitchen utensils very well and creating a product that they are able to use.